Hey, what's up, guys? It's Carlos here. Let's talk the voice of El Paso. So, let's talk about a subject real quick. Fighters and social media. I want to know what your guys' takes on. This is my take. I was listening to a promoter earlier today, in an interview, and he was talking about how boxers need to have social media. They need to have some sort of footprint, so that way they can get exposure. They can be seen. They know people know who they are, right? And the fact is that they really do. This is a cold hard truth. A lot of you are going to disagree with me and say no. A lot of you are going to agree with me and say, he's onto something. But here's the thing is if you're a young fighter and you don't have a social media presence, how do you expect people to see you? You have to have some sort of presence for people to see you. Because most promoters, when they sit there and they set up a fight, they're trying to fill seats. If you have a following of 500,000 people, or 50,000 people, 20,000 people, even just 10,000 people, one is that gives you a revenue stream and you don't have to focus on working and doing extra things, so that way you can make money while you train. Second is every time you gain a follower as a boxer or a fighter in general, you potentially have somebody that's going to go buy tickets to go watch you fight if you're going to be fighting near them. That's what you want. You want to sell tickets. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, but you're leaking information. You're showing the world what you're good at, what you're not good at. No, that's not true. See, that's a myth created by somebody somewhere. And it's a myth. It's not true. And the reason I say it's not true is this. It's real simple. You do edits and clips. You can do a 15-second edit. You can do a 30-second edit, a 45-second edit. You can do clips of multiple sparring events, right? Or you can do a 45-second thing for every match that you're in, right? Whether it's sanctioned or even if it's just something that is thrown together, for whatever, right? But the more followers you have, the better off you are. Because think about how many up and coming young boxers, and I say young not by age, I'm saying young because they're in under 5 fights. Some of them guys are working full time and training at night. But if you have a social media presence and you do it right and you gain the following, you don't have to work as many hours and you can dedicate that extra time to perfecting your craft. That's it. It's a cold, hard truth. I've heard a lot of different things. I hear guys say this, that, and the other. But the fact of the matter is, we'll use Ryan Garcia as a perfect example. He's a huge name with his social media. He gets a lot of followers on his social media. So people want to watch him fight. That's what they want. They want to see him because they've been following him through the social media. To a lot of these guys, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. And then the other thing, too, comes with social media is you have 20,000 followers, and then maybe you give Adidas a call, or you give Nike, or whichever company, or if you get up to 50,000, 60,000, you can get sponsored equipment. that makes you, one is that gives you gear for you to sell on behalf of that company. And maybe you can work out a collaboration with that company to make some money. Fighting is always about, I know fighters, it's about the sport, right? But at the end of the day, if you're going to be a pro, you got to make money off of it. And if that's weird to you, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't have an answer for that. So, something to think about, you know. Don't always believe these guys that are like, you don't want them knowing your strengths and weaknesses through your sparring videos or when you're getting mitted or bag work or whatever. Yes, you can. You just got to edit the film the right way so it makes you look as good as you are without giving away too many trade secrets. And let's be honest, if you're in a club that has 100 guys or 50 guys, those 50 guys know who you are. They're talking about you. They might be giving away trade secrets as well. They're probably not if they're good guys. More than likely they're not, but they can. So are you supposed to have private training sessions every single time? Are you really willing to do like non-disclosure acts to make sure that people aren't filming? Like, obviously, if it's a third party filming, do what you feel is best. But you should be monitoring your own page. You should have your channel. You should be doing things. You have to. If you don't, your chances of getting bigger fights will take longer than you want. I know, and I know a lot of guys are going to come for me. And that's okay. As long as you have a good, valid reason, hey, let's talk about it. As always, this is Carlos at Let's Talk, the voice of El Paso. Talk to me, and I'll talk back. Peace.